In this video, we'll look at how to work with JSON in Corona SDK. JSON, or JavaScript Object Notation, is a lightweight data interchange format. It's easy for humans to read and write, and it's easy for machines to parse and generate. Corona's JSON library allows you to serialize and deserialize Lua tables into JSON and vice versa. You typically use JSON formatted data in conjunction with web APIs, but you can also store JSON formatted data in text files within your projects. Apart from a few small syntax differences, JSON is very similar in structure to Lua tables. The main formatting difference between JSON and Lua tables is the use of colon instead of the equal sign for assignment. It's worth noting that just like with Lua tables, JSON allows for nested objects or tables for organizing data. See the JSON documentation located on json.org for more details about JSON formatting. Corona's JSON library provides three main methods for working with JSON: json.encode, json.decode, and json.null. json.encode is used for encoding or serializing Lua tables into a JSON encoded string which is stored in a Lua table. The method accepts one required parameter for passing in a Lua table, while json.decode is used to decode or deserialize JSON formatted data into a Lua table. The method accepts one required string parameter for passing in JSON data. json.null doesn't accept any parameters and returns a unique value that is encoded as a null in JSON encoding. JSON nulls are decoded to Lua nil and treated by Lua in the normal way. See the documentation located on the Corona Labs website for more details. Let's look at some example code for encoding and decoding JSON data. We'll display the results of each process in the terminal window. To encode data into JSON format, first we need to add support for JSON to our project by declaring a local variable called JSON, which we assign to the required JSON library. Then we create a local variable called Lua table, which is assigned to a Lua table filled with key value pairs. Next, we create a local variable called JSON data, which will hold the JSON encoded data returned from json.encode. We then print the JSON encoded string to the terminal window for viewing. To pull values out of our JSON formatted string, we'll create a local variable called data that is assigned to the return value of our call to json.decode. We pass in JSON data into json.decode, which decodes the data and returns a Lua table with deserialized key value pairs. We then print the data in the terminal window for viewing. Notice how we can once again use the key name2 and an index of 4 to return the value 23.54 from our decoded values in the Lua table. And that's a look at how to work with JSON in Corona SDK. Learn more about working with Corona SDK at coronalabs.com/university.